That's weird looking. That's better. Hi Nora, not sure if you saw my message. Yeah, I saw that you changed your username. I caught that. I'm still very much so dealing with the sickies, but I'm getting better. I need to clear up more of this area. I need to clear out a whole bunch of this so that I can set up more of these little iron farm sections. I'm still a little sick. We're still going to be doing the Bible study and stuff. But that's why I've been streaming less. But I've still been trying to appear on other people's streams so that you guys still got me doing stuff. You still got some content. Okay, don't want you guys to be completely bored. Look at this. This one does fill up with lava. I have taken lava out of it. It just feels slower for some odd reason. Whatever, it's like a chunk border for loading things. What I need now is this. No, not that. So what's the plan for today? I need to work on some paths and I need to work on some bridges. So first things first, I'm gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that sounds good. Now I need to I'm trying to remember. 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna make a whole bunch of lodestones. That's what we're doing. Do I have any slabs already to make sure I remember this recipe right? Okay, I do remember the recipe correctly, which means I can just turn a whole bunch of these in. I can do this the faster way. And then for these last two, I'll do it this way. Turn those back to the blocks. Bam, bam. Lodestones. So, I don't know what I'm going to build the bridge out of, but I do know that I need a lot more lodestones. So, I just decided, you know what, we'll make up a whole bunch of lodestones right now. So, I have... Grab a book. Is he AFK? He is AFK. That makes sense. We are going to do some Bible reading, work on some paths, do some more. I might build a building. I don't think I will. But I got some stuff up there that I need to work on that I've already done like a bit of a layout for. So, let's see. Where is my... I'm going to need most of this and then this box. Well, let's start off with a Bible reading because we need to get through. Jeez, that's a lot of Old Testament. That's one of the reasons why I haven't been streaming as much is because I've been having a hard time like just breathing. Not really breathing. I'm doing fine with breathing, but I've been congested. Man, my day was going perfect until you started streaming. Why are you making fun of the man that's like borderline dying? I could also work on these paths. I want to take these paths much further. So we have those paths, and then I want to take them all the way to the edge of that island, and then all the way over there, and then send one straight back to that side. And then at some point, we're going to build bridges. One bridge that's going to run straight across the world. But that's it. I don't know if we're actually going to do that. I want to do it, but it's like future me. And I doubt anyone's been buying anything from here, so. There we go. Bro's just throwing punches at the guy that, well, he's already down, dude. Like, holy. Oh, he's back. We're gonna shoot out the ask. He's probably gonna say no. If it's a no, we're doing it out here. If it's a yes, we're gonna do it in there. Let's wait. Let's see what he says. Yeah. That is not what I meant. What's over here? Oh yeah, this isn't that far. And this is gonna go straight that way. That way is towards Elias and them. So at some point we're gonna build bridges over here, but that's not anytime soon. I might turn that into like a contest or something, or like ask people to like join in on it. But let's. Do I have it? There we go. Okay, so I got. How many pages is this for the Old Testament today? The Old Testament's always the longest part. About 2 pages. So, let's read this out. Genesis 18:16 through 19:38. That's like a year right there. Then the men rose from there, and they looked towards Sodom, and Abraham went with them and sent them on the way. And the Lord said, "Shall I hide from Abraham what I am doing? Since Abraham shall surely become the greatest and mighty nation, and all the nations of the earth shall be blessed in him. For I have known him in order that he may command his children and his household after him, that they keep the way of the Lord and do righteousness and justice, that that the Lord may bring Abraham what he has spoken to him." And the Lord said, "Because the outcry against Sodom and Gomorrah is great, and because their sin is very grave, I will go down now and see whether they have done altogether according to the outcry against it that has come to me, and if not, I will know." Then the men turned away from there and went toward Sodom, but Abraham stood before the Lord, and Abraham came near and said, "Would you also destroy the righteous with the wicked? Suppose there were 50 righteous within the city. Would you also destroy the place and not spare it for the 50 righteous men that were in it? Far be it from you to do such a thing as this, to slay the righteous with the wicked, so that the righteous should be as the wicked. Far be it from you. Shall you not judge of all the earth do right?" So the Lord said, "If I find in Sodom 50 righteous within the city, then I will spare all the place for their sake." Then Abraham answered and said, "Indeed, now I who am but dust and ashes have taken it upon myself to speak to the Lord. Suppose there were 5 less than 50 righteous, would you destroy the city for the lack of 5? He said, "If I find there 45, I will not destroy it." And he spoke to him yet again, and suppose should there be 40 found there? And he said, I will not do it for the sake of 40. He said to the Lord, be, and then he said, let not the Lord be angry, and I will speak, suppose 30 be found there. So he said, I will not do it if I find 30 there. And he said, indeed, now I have taken it upon myself to speak to the Lord. Suppose 20 should be found there. And he said, I will not destroy it for the sake of 20. Then he said, this is so annoying. Did he actually do this? Did he just go, what if I keep lowering the number? Then he said, let not the Lord be angry, and I will speak there once more. Suppose 10 should be found there. And he said, I will not destroy it for the sake of 10. So the Lord went his way as soon as he had finished speaking with Abraham, and Abraham returned to his place. Now the two angels came to Sodom in the evening with Lot, and Lot was sitting with them in the gate of Sodom. When Lot saw them, he rose to meet them, and when he bowed himself with his face towards the ground, and he said, hear now the Lord speak, please turn into your servant's house and spend the night and wash your feet, and then you may arise early and go on your way. And they said, no, but we will spend the night in the open square. But he insisted strongly, so they turned in to him and entered the house. Then he made them a feast and baked unleavened bread, and they ate. Now before they lay down, the men of the city, the men of Sodom, both old and young, all the people of the house in every quarter surrounded the house, and they called to Lot and said to him, where are the men who came with you tonight? Bring them out so that we may know them carnally. So Lot went out to them through the doorway, shut the door behind him, and said, please, my brethren, do not do so wickedly. Now, see now, I have 2 daughters who have not known a man. Please let me bring them out to you, and you may do to them as you wish. Only do nothing to these men, since this is the reason they have come under the shadow of my roof. And they said, stand back. Then they said, this one came in to stay here, and he will keep acting as a judge. Now we will deal worse with you than with them. So he pressed hard against the man Lot, and came near to break down the door, but the men reached out their hands and pulled Lot into the house with them and shut the door, and they struck the men who were at the doorway and the house with blindness, both small and great, so that they became weary trying to find the door. Then the men said to Lot, Have you anyone else here, your son-in-laws, your sons, your daughters, in whom you have in the city? Take them out of this place, for we will destroy this place because of the outcry against since the outcry against them has grown great before the face of the Lord, and the Lord has sent us to destroy it. So Lot went out and spoke to his sons-in-laws, and had married his daughters, and said, get out of this place, for the Lord will destroy this city. But to the son-in-law he seemed to be joking. When the morning dawned, the angels urged Lot to hurry, saying, arise, take your wife and your 2 daughters who are here, lest you become consumed in the punishment of the city. And while he lingered, the men took hold of his hand and his wife's hand, and the hands of his 2 daughters, the Lord being merciful to him, and they brought him out and set him outside the city. So it came to pass that when they had brought them outside, he said, escape for your life, do not look back behind you, nor stay anywhere in the plain. Escape to the mountains, lest you be destroyed. Then Lot said to them, please know, my lords, indeed now your servant has found favor in your sight, and you have increased your mercy, which you have shown me by saving my life. But I cannot escape to the mountains, lest some evil overtake me and I die. See now, the city is near enough to flee to, and it is a little one. Please let me escape there. Is it not a little one, and my soul shall live? And he said to him, see, I have favored you concerning this thing also, in that I have not overthrown the city for which you have spoken. Hurry, escape there, for I cannot do anything until you arrive. Therefore the name of the city was called Zor. Then the sun had risen upon the earth, and when Lot entered Zor, Then the Lord rained brimstone and fire on the Sodom and Gomorrah from the Lord out of the heavens. So he overthrew those cities and all the plains and the inhabitants of the cities and what grew on the ground. But his wife looked back and behind him, and she became a pillar of salt. And Abraham went early into the morning into the place where he had stood before the Lord. Then he had looked towards Sodom and Gomorrah and towards the land of the plains, and he saw and behold the smoke of the land which went up like the smoke of the furnace. And it came to pass when God destroyed the cities and the plains that God remembered Abraham and sent out Lot in the midst to overthrow in the midst of the overthrow when he overthrew the cities in which Lot had dwelt. Then Lot went up to Zoar and dwelt in the mountains, and his 2 daughters were with him, for he was afraid to dwell in Zoar. And he and his daughters dwelt in a cave. Now the firstborn said to the younger, Now our father is old, and there is no man on the earth to come in to us, as is the custom of all the earth. Come, let us make our father drink wine, and we will lie with him, that we may preserve the lineage of our father. So they made their father drink wine that night. The firstborn went in and laid with the father, and he did not know when she laid down or when she arose. It happened on the next day that the firstborn said to the younger, Indeed, I lay with my father last night. Let us make him drink wine tonight also, so you can go and lie with him, that we may preserve the lineage of our father. Then they made their father drink wine that night also, and the younger arose and lay with him, did not know that she laid down or when she arose. Thus both the daughters of Lot were with child by their father. The firstborn bore a son, and called his name Moab. He is the father of the Moabites to this day. And the younger, she also bore a son, and called him Ben-Amin. He is the father of the people of Ammon to this day. Bro, those daughters freaking got their dad drunk and then banged their dad. That's freaking weird, dude. Bible's got some freaky goobers. That was weird. Those are some weird people. Okay. So now we can actually start working on the projects. Yippee. Project time. Okay. That looks full. Well, that's full enough. And then I want to go with birch. Just in case, I'll take some of this other stuff too. Grab some spruce logs, and now let's go check out what I have for plan for today now. Now that we're actually working on some of the stuff. That only took, what, like 15 minutes? That wasn't bad. So I think I worked on some of this last time I streamed, or maybe I can't remember. I think I did it off camera with Zaffel. He was talking about Power Rangers. I'm going to be honest. But we got this path, and it's starting to lead places. So that goes up here, goes right here, and I'll have some other paths and, you know, over here. But for now, I just want to do the outline path. So this is where we're starting. So I think what I want is just a little bridge. Let's take that. What I got to work with? Oak. You want to go with oak? Do I have spruce pillars in here, or a fence in here? Dude, I think I had like 4 downstairs. I should have grabbed some of those. Let's see. I guess I could stick to just birch. Got some hanging signs. How do hanging signs connect? Because if they connect well, then we'll do that. Huh. They don't connect. Okay, so they do kind of connect. So... I'm gonna be honest, that doesn't look half bad. For now, I don't need any of this stuff, so I'm gonna put it all right there. The lanterns are gonna go over here, so this is what we're working on right now. It's this package. So I already scoped out how I'm gonna do the pathing a bit, I think. I might actually change how this is terraformed and bring it up so that I can have a nice 3x3 that goes straight up and straight that way. I'm not really sure. But what I do know for now is I need to tear up this. So, let's see. Do I want stairs here? Or do I want slabs? I guess the stairs and slabs can go there. This one. And I can just figure that out later. For now, I just need to get this all squared away. There's a chicken. Excuse me. I'm kind of dying a little bit still. Let's bolster this up a little bit. That's something. That looks kind of better. And then I can make this actually straight. Like that. Oops, not that far. And then this will just be a staircase up. I guess actually I don't really need to care if it's like set back a little bit. This is the part that you guys don't really see all that often. It's the path building, but it's the main part that I gotta work on most of the time. So I like to do a lot of this off camera so that you guys don't have to just sit here and watch me just mine dirt for a bit. I think I want the path to actually go up to here and then it's going to drop down. And this part I don't know how I'm going to do, so we're just going to work on this little section for now. So let's grab the cobblestone. Stair, probably. Because this place is so, like, vertical, I'm going to use stairs. If it was a lot more, like, flat, I would probably go with, yeah, we're going to go there. I would probably go with, if this place was less vertical, I would go with slabs. It was on a more linear plane, but it's not. Yes, there's enough torches down here that nothing will be lit up. So don't worry. There we go. Dude, my mustache and like facial hair is like bothering me now. So we're gonna do there stairs and here stairs. So I can start building again here with these. Don't you guys just love the rain? We bless down in Africa. Also, I built this little part and then brought that up. So down here I want to put like a mossy, like overgrown biome that I built. So that's going to be kind of cool whenever I get to that. That looks fine. Or I placed it over there. Okay. So I'm going to place everything down and then I'll place down the stairs. So let's go with the andesite next. And then gravel and top. I don't think I want to place that there. I think I want to go with tough here. And then the gravel will go here. There is thought process going into how I place these, believe it or not. Look at that. You see how I make it come together? Come together right now over me. Oh, can't do that. There's two blocks connected. Look at that. And there's that section done. So now I can put this back for now. I can grab out the stairs. Still trying to work on a custom tree in creative. I don't know what I'm doing, but somehow it's working. Well, a trick is a lot of leaves. A lot of leaves can cover a lot of bad design. I'm not saying that your design looks bad. I'm just saying if you think it looks bad, try placing some leaves. I still need the torch up like down there. Oh, he's sleeping through the night. Perfect. Because I really didn't want to. Oh, this is all supposed to be sunk back by one block. How am I going to do this then? This will be slabs right here. This needs to be slabs to make it actually work right. You know what? Actually, that looks kind of fine. And then this one I lined up to be slabs. And this I can just go cobble there, there, there. Andesite's tough. There we go. Perfect. And then over here, I set up part of this. So part of this can be slabbed, part of this can be stairs. Like this could be slabs here. But I think this part's going to be stairs. Actually, let's start off with the cobble. That can be slabs. I think this... I don't like angles like that. They're not fun to work with. I knew this was going to be one of the harder parts of the build. It's right here. So that can't be there, so that has to be slabbed there. Actually, why do I have to... I don't have to bring it like that. I can just go straight across. Who cares? Realistically. Just like that. And then this can all just be stairs right here. So then we go andesite there. Can't put an andesite here, so andesite has to go there. And then can't put one here, so it goes there. It's kind of like a game of make sure not to connect two. There's the staircase up, just like that. And this will also be stairs. Can I please not place it in the wrong spot, brain? There we go. And that'll lead you up to here. Here's her house. And then I'll make it go, I'll probably make it loop this way. Somehow I need to make this all terraformed better and like remove, some of these trees are just going to straight up have to be removed. That's just how the cookie crumbles. And then a bridge from there to here. So this all has to be terraformed, and that's something that we're going to work on today. She does have like a nice house, but she quit, so. Okay. I think actually if I bring up this part of the mountain up high enough, I can make it go this way. And swoop around this way and then go straight this way for a bit. Which I think is probably the better option. Which just means I need to remove... I need to remove all these trees. Fun. Fun, 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 fun. This is the problem with people not designing things for infrastructure later on. That's fine. I can redo part of this tree and make it more tree-like. So I think she just grew a tree and then put her nether portal there. So let's get some stuff to work on that. So ideally, I want to bring up this hillside like this. I think this tree will be fine. I don't think it'll be in the way, but we're gonna do a little bit of trim work on that. And then that all needs to be disconnected. That instantly turned the grass. That was kind of crazy. At some point, part of this will be dug up and replaced in like a couple hours for like a proper road, because it doesn't need to go up this far. Let me bring this back just a little bit. There we go. So I'll make this road curve this way, go this way. It's gonna go that way. Then I need to disconnect these. This tree needs to be removed completely. I get that they want a colored contrast, but dude. There's some goofy colored combos going on over here. Gotta go down for dinner, but you'll be on later, so hopefully you'll see me. I'll probably be streaming for a few hours, so you'll probably see me on later. Oh, hi, B. Oh. Not know that cherry leaves were used to breed those guys. That explains a lot more why these guys are, like, hugging me. There we go. Dude, this lady never lit up her area. A lot of these torches are actually placed by me. Kind of bothersome. I don't want this growing. That's fine. But we'll see you in a bit, Nora. Oh, it's already on me. Okay. Let's get the cobble going again. Put the rest of the stairs away. Let's move these logs and stuff to over here in my inventory so I got it a little bit more organized. Dang, I also need to do this little section here. I don't care that much. I'll do that some other time. I'm going to work on this stretch. Since most people aren't going to really be taking this path, I think most people are going to go up and around. Remember, it doesn't matter how many touch diagonally, they just can't touch on a, what's the word I'm looking for? On a, cardinal axis. There's zombies underground because she did not light up her cues very well. You can hear them. So right there. I don't care to spawn proof this area. I just care to spawn proof the upper part where the mobs are actually going to be at, so I don't have to hear them. I'm a pretty reasonable guy. I just hate listening to mobs underground. Yeah, that looks decent. Well, I think it's gonna be a long, long time. Oh, I haven't done that section. Okay. I'm going to do it like this. I don't want the thing to feel too samey. You gotta mix in a little bit of tough. It helps with the color, coloring. You don't have to do it too often, but you need a little bit of tough here, a little bit of tough there. See, that's a straight, so we want to stagger it now so that it doesn't look too linear. Because the tough is so much of a darker color, you'll notice that there's like a straight line of tough. Well, I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me back around to find do 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 do. We watched Kingsman last week, and we're doing movie night again this night. So my brain's on movie night songs and stuff. Or that song played during last week's movie night, and since I was thinking about movie night, that's why that song's in my head. This is the boring part. How have you guys been? I don't really have much to talk about because I've just been sick this last week, and so I haven't really done much. My voice is mostly back though, that's huge. So we're just slowly getting things done. I know this is like very samey with like how the terrain is. It's kind of got to be that way though. I'm copying the design that she already had because even though she quit, I have some respect for the people and how they wish to have their bases look. So I try to leave it mostly the same. So I'm going to make the path cut off here. So the path will go like this. And then we'll start veering that way. You can have a path there. And then we'll go like that, and then I will add. Oops, not there. Little pink flowers like that. Now I'm going to leave this side being grass, and that side being path, and then this will also be dug up. Just like that. There we go. Since I'm probably about to tear this all up, but I just want to have like a nice sheet so I can actually visually see what I'm going to be removing and adding. I don't want any of these trees growing. Be very unideal if those trees grew right now. Inopportunistic, I think is what I want to say. Subpar, not optimal, annoying, frustrating. We can grow another tree right here. This looks like a decent spot. Just bang. Okay. So I can either build this up a bit, like that, and then I can tear some of this down. Sure, that's fine. Let's bring it back like that, and then this, bring it back like that. I think that's wide enough that if I bolster up this land right here, it'll be fine. Which means I just need to bring this area up a little bit. That looks decent. And then this can go out that way, and we can bring this straight out that way over that and build it up. So if we're going to do that, let's start right now. The bridge to be from here to there, which means I need to go 1, 2, 3, 4 before I start bringing it in. Go 1, 2, 1, 2. I can go a couple of 1s. this way. To there. And then the bridge will go somewhere in here straight across. And then I'll make it go up the mountainside that way because there's already a bridge over there by that place. And then I'm just going to make sure that all that road's connected down to there. And I think I have a flower farm somewhere over there or over here. I can't remember. I think it's somewhere over there. Oh, hi, B. So now I need to go like that. Can't have it too close to the road because then it's going to look like it's going to wash out the road. Try and make it not completely uniform in some spots so that it can look a little bit more natural, but like I still want it to look decent, so there's still more zombies underneath. I just heard one. Yeah, you hear it? I'll light up that area later. I don't feel like dealing with that right now. So all of this can be easily backfilled since I'm not working over here. So the bridge is going to take place somewhere over here. I'm going to fill these blocks in and then go bam, the torch. So I already got to light up part of this. I'll just bring this back like that. So now I'm already going to need torches under here. I need more dirt. We're just going to do that. Working on the terrain, getting it all lit up. Not that, not that. Yeah, that looks better. Look at that. The horde, it comes. Here we go. Put some more torches down, try and help light up the area. So I don't have more bombs than I have to deal with. I'll come through and texture some of this a little better later. Boop. So I think if I make the road go like somewhere over to here, I can fill in a couple more over there. Make it a little bit nicer. I'll mix in some like stone and some cobble maybe into here, make it more of a retaining wall or like a mountain side. Make it look more natural, kind of like over there. It's always 3 blocks, and then, you know, so 1, 2, 3, that would be dirt still, but I might put like a couple of stone in there, something. Try and make it just look a little better. He's still active. That's pretty cool. I hate their hitboxes. They're so annoying to actually hit. Maybe that one's bugged. Okay, let's go and sleep then. What time is it? Got like an hour more to stream, so I have that. I need to remember to restock that when I get back to base. Let's not go further than that. That's fine. Ooh-wee, am I still sicky? There we go. I grab more andesite? Jeez, what am I doing? My brain is not here today. I thought I grabbed more than that of andesite. So let's put in some tough then. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 wide bridge. And then I have another railing, and then it's going to be 8, and then it's going to go straight across like that. That is the plan. Who texted me? That looks better. Oh. There we go. That's a lot of path done today. We brought it from there over to where we're going to do the new bridge. We built that little bridge, except I still need to get a couple of signs in. Oh, you can't see the signs from a distance, can you? Ooh, I don't know if I like that then. Okay, well, I don't like that you can't see the signs from a distance, so we're going to swap it out with birch. It's close enough. Actually, I should probably start putting some of the posts up. We kind of do that after, though. But we're getting stuff done, you know. And I have planned. I need to go back down to my base. Why is there a crafting table over there? I also need to texture this. This needs to get textured. So I like the shape. Don't like that it's all just stone. So this has to be textured. I did this the other day. This needs some texturing along the sides, and then this needs some work. But we are getting somewhere with a lot of this stuff. So where did this crafting table come from? And then Fenrir is done for the season, so I should probably take this all the way to his place, since he's done for now. They can kind of funnel in. Stinky. Now, for now, I'm just going to put some torches back down here because I don't feel like building the lampstands right now. But I do need to put like 1 or 2 more. I really wish I knew what he had designed, because then I could work on it. But I don't. Doesn't traveling down the path just make the world feel so much more lived in? So watching like a lot of different. See how I have all those dots all lined up in a row? See how it kind of looks bad? It's the reason why I try to avoid it. See how it makes the world kind of feel lived in if you just stick to the path? It's like, wow, there's actually like a road and stuff. This is my very bad carriage. It needs some work done. I don't know if I want to replace this section with more pathing like this, or if I want to kind of leave it like that. I'm not really sure. So. Let's put that back right there. Since this is that, and I don't feel like working on that, we're going to go... That one needs stuff to be put away. That one's full. Oh, I don't have any... That's interesting. Oh, it's not the one. Okay. You guys are starting to see how I organize this place. Spruce logs. I do have spruce logs. Let's just set those right there for now. I think I need all this for the next part of the project, and so I'm going to compost these. But we're still going. We're going strong. Are you full yet? Not yet. But you're getting there, so let's reset you a little bit. There we go. I get a lot of pumpkins, so I just turn the pumpkins into bone meal when I get too many. It seems to work out pretty well. And then I can use the bone meal from the pumpkins for the moss farm, because that's my moss stash. Someone just texted my cell for movie night, probably. That's going to be in an hour. I'm gaming. Let's sleep through the night for him. Okay. Let's read the next part that I gotta read. Actually, I want to go outside to do this. The outside of the in-game. Actually, before I forget, let's restock this. There we go. That's restocked enough. I think that looks pretty good. And then I do need to work on more paths. Do I want to work on the bridge today? We're about an hour and a half in to stream. Okay. Let's read the next part. I gotta read it. Ignore that. So we're gonna read Psalms and Proverbs, which isn't that long, and then we'll do Matthew later, which is also not that long. Psalms 8, 1 through 9. O Lord, our Lord, how excellent is your name in all the earth, who have set your glory above the heavens. Out of the mouth of babes and nursing infants, you have ordained strength because of your enemies, that you may give silence to the enemy and the avenger. When I consider your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and the stars which you have ordained, what is a man that you are mindful of him, and the Son of Man you visit him? For you have made him lower than the angels. You have crowned him with glory and honor. You have made him to have dominion over the works of your hands. You have put all things under his feet, all sheep and oxen, even the beasts of the fields, the birds of the air, the fish of the sea, that passes through the paths of the seas. O Lord, our Lord, how excellent is your name in all the earth. Proverbs 2, 6 through 15. For the Lord gives wisdom, from his mouth came knowledge and understanding. He restores up sound wisdom for the upright. He is a shield for those who walk uprightly. He guards the path of justice. He preserves the way of his saints. Then you will understand righteousness and justice, equity, and every good path. When wisdom enters your hearts, and knowledge is pleasant to your soul, discretion will preserve you, understanding will keep you, to deliver you from the way of evil, from the man who speaks perverse things, from those who leaves the path of righteousness, from those who leave the path of righteousness. Holy, I just a pig. To walk the way of darkness, who rejoices in evil and delights in the perversity of the wicked, those who are crooked and who are devious in their paths. I thought that said cooked. I was like, dude, they're actually using cooked in the Bible. And then later, before I end stream, we'll read Matthew's, which is only like a page. And that, what I just read, was like a page, like most of a page. Okay. Okay, waking up. How do I want to build a bridge? What kind of bridge do I want to build? I think getting the pathway down to the bridge first is important, because I don't know what I want to build the bridge out of. Do I want to build it out of stone? Do I want to put it out of wood? I think stone. I think I want to go with mostly stone bricks. Let's see what all I got to work with. Those are really many blocks. Those aren't going to help at all. No, I'm not going to build it out of bricks. The mud. I actually do need to start using up some of this dirt from this chest. Let's grab some of that. I don't think I want to build it out of end stone. Those are leaves. I don't think I want to build it out of wood. I think I'm going to build it out of stone. How are you? I'm still sick. Otherwise, pretty decent. Okay, back to working on that path. That sucks. Hope you feel better soon. I've been like this for like a week, dude. It's not great. It's a little cooked. I'm probably going to replace a lot of this with stone bricks. It would be funny if I built it to make it look like a normal highway kind of road. So might look okay. I think I want to keep this mostly stone. I'm not really going over there all that often, so I think I want to keep it mostly stone. We're almost done with all of today's reading, so that's good. Just as a little sicky. I need to start putting up a whole bunch more like lampposts in this section. I could have taken the nether and I'd probably already be there by now, but what's the point of building all these paths in the overworld if we don't use them? I should really replace this with spruce. I saw what you were cooking a few days ago. It looked good. It looked good from what I could watch. The VOD is up on YouTube. I put all my VODs on YouTube. Do I have an exclamation mark YouTube command? Oh, I do. That's really out of date, but I think that link should still work. You know what? Before I forget, let's do that right now. Let's update Nightbot. Let's go to the Nightbot. Let's open up my YouTube page. Commands. Where is YouTube? Edit this. Set this to that. Okay, let me just make sure that this does work how I want it to. Yes, that does work how I want it to. So if we do that, update that, and then for the newest vid, I'm going to set it to the cooking stream vid because that's the only one that I have recently that's not VOD. So we're going to set exclamation mark new vid to that. And then if I update, and then we should do, that looks right. Open up that, and it should be, yep, cooking stream VOD number 9. There you go. You're welcome. And make that look kind of funky intentionally. There's an art to making things look like natural, and I have not perfected that, but I am not going to see this side, so all that I really need to do is prevent the mobs from coming in. Really think about it. Also, I'm going to keep on complaining every once in a while that this person does not do anything. I only worded it like that because I was making fries during that stream. I know you told me. I remember that. Believe it or not, I do remember some things. Okay, so I think what I want is to mostly go like this. Is this perfectly level? That would be crazy. It's looking pretty close to lining up where I wanted it. Holy cow. It lined up exactly where I wanted it. First try, and then we were going to go and place some torches on this. One, two, wait, no, I wanted it to be one over. I wanted it to be like that. And then I was going to make like an anchor point there, so I can redo that later. That's fine for now. Look at this. This is almost exactly how I wanted it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to line up the two lines. I'm going to try and find the center. I'm going to build a big round pillar that goes up and then spreads out both ways. And then I'm going to make a little arch there and a little arch there towards the middle. That's how I have it planned in my brain. The fact that it's level makes this so much easier. Near all those zombies, little evil creatures. Okay. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. We'll call it 45. Which means I need to go 23 blocks in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Now that we all know where the center is, that makes things a little bit easier. So let's go down here. Let's place some torches down here. I know. And that's the middle, but because of the way that the terrain looks, it doesn't quite look to the middle. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to right in here. We're going to use that, but we're going to make the middle. Oh, why is this 1, 2, 3? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if it's an 8 wide, it means it needs to be an even number, so we can go with 4 or 6. We're gonna go with 4, I think. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's right here. So we're gonna go like that. Actually, we're gonna tear down this whole layer because I think it'll look better if I do it like this. And then build up this little area a little bit. You smelled like farts, chat, okay? I'm gonna be honest, I just got hit like 4 times and it didn't deal any damage. Ping diff. What you want to talk about, dude? I just want to be done dying. My poison oak's almost fully gone, so that's huge. That is huge. We got fun things planned soon. If you're in the community Discord, then you've probably seen some spoilers about it. If you're not in the community Discord, you should probably join it. I got movie night later tonight. I got some odd jobs coming up once I get done being sicky and dying. Where did I leave? I left it over there. Are you kidding me? Oh, sweet, I can. There we go. So that's the rough draft. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to need to figure out what angle I want this to arch out from here and from that side. Do it for both sides. Grab that. Thank you. Because I think I'm going to keep it level just like this. So just put like some sort of stair here. So I don't know what I want for the middle road. I might go with concrete. I'm kind of feeling like light gray concrete and just doing a big sheet of light gray concrete across this whole thing is kind of what I'm feeling. And then we established that this is 45. So let's go with this here. I think I'm going to go with probably some sort of other block underneath that. So I don't really like that. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. What is that? Why are you cackling? Are you cackling at me dying? I'm dying and you're laughing. How dare you? 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, well, we can go like that, and then I can push all these blocks that way too. I think I want to do that. I think I only want to push it that way once. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's number 5. I don't even know what it's a cackle. It doesn't even look like a cackle. It looks like she's cackling at me. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. You're laughing at my misery. Thanks. Love you too, Snickums. What is that? That's cozy and crying? Why are you a duck? I thought you were just a pig. And why are you crying? Something like that. Now, do I have it in here? Sure hope she has a stonecutter in her base. Because I'm gonna need one. My friend is a duck with $1. Is that like his username? Duck with $1 or something? Don't think there's one over here, right? No. Oh, that's a chair. Okay, that makes more sense. Is there a stonecutter in the kitchen? Nope. It's gotta be upstairs then. She has a stonecutter now. It goes in the kitchen. Her username is $1 duck. Her, you have a female friend? Gross. Women are gross. I hate women. I said that to someone and I meant it like sarcastically, and they're like, do you actually hate women? I'm like, no. Like, well, we kind of think you do. It's like, okay. Well, then you just clearly don't get my sense of humor. Because I was talking to some other people, and I was like, man, I hate women. And one of the girls goes, good thing I'm a dude. And I'm like, see, now that's the type of joke that I'm like expecting to have come back at me. Me, I hate women. The one girl on the call, good thing I'm a man then. It's like, there we go. That's the kind of response I expect. Or maybe I should say whamming. What I should do, this is going to be weird, but what I should do is with this road, I should make it a concrete because I'm going to be making like arches on this. So I should make this path concrete, and then I should do like little curved loops that are like street lights. Yeah, a lot of your friends are girls. That's gross. Women. Ew. I want to make it very clear for those that do not know me or maybe just now tuning into the stream that this misogyny is supposed to be taken as sarcasm. Should not be taken at face value. I can actually live with that. That doesn't look terrible. There we go. Okay. All the other guys my age that I know are not exactly people you want to get close to. Okay, not all, but a lot. That's valid. They have that toxic masculinity. Wait, no. The road's gonna be there. I need to put my slabs here. And for ease of mind, I'm gonna go like that. I don't know how I'm going to do this, so I'll probably redo it at some point, but this is probably fine right now. Has Misty been streaming lately? I know that you, Just a Pig, I'm pretty sure you watch Misty. And I'm going to be honest, I'm a little out of date. I'm a little out of the loop on a lot of things. I kind of messed up my sleep schedule really bad, and now I don't know which way's north. Plus, me being a depresso, it's better for me and my friends to be uplifting, and most of the guys aren't. I get that. One of the guys that I bring to movie night, he is not the uplifting kind of guy. Love him. Not great at lifting you up. You're feeling down. Okay. I gotta figure out where that part starts over here for the upside down stairs so I know where to do it. So And the upsides downstairs is one indented. Hmm. Also, do you think I watch Misty way more than I do? I usually can't watch her streams due to the stream schedule. Okay, okay. I guess I have her stream thing unmuted in her Discord, so I'm pretty sure actually if she was streaming, I would have actually gotten a notification for it. Now that I think about it. So I guess she just hasn't been streaming lately. There we go. Most days I sit in silence and cry. JK, I don't sit in silence. That's actually pretty funny. Dude, I've been told I need to stop making self-deprecating humor like that because it's bumming people out. Or like depressing humor like that. Back to the cutting table. Also, because she doesn't play anymore, I'm stealing all of her torches. So I've already put down way more than a stack of torches around this place. Well, good thing I'm here because that's just me. Okay. In the kitchen. You know what? That was wrong. There's kids outside laughing and playing and having fun. Disgusting. Despicable. How dare they have fun? It's gross. It gives me the ick. I'm a self-deprecating humor. Yeah, I get that. I like self-deprecating humor too, but other people say that it's not good for me to be doing. It's making them concerned for my state of mental health. Where's the one that dropped? I know one dropped. I saw it drop. There it is. If that wasn't already obvious, it kind of was. I picked up on what you were putting down. Let's put it that way. There we go. I like it when I say I'm too tired. I'm an espresso without the espresso. I used to say I'm a depresso espresso kind of guy. Depresso espresso is a phrase I have used in the past. Good thing I stream at weird times then. I'm always available for you, bud. I guess. I don't know, mostly. How much of this line did I forget to do? No. Oh, okay, there we go. Don't worry, we're all in this together. I think. I don't drink coffee, I just wake up and question my life decisions. You're getting a little too real there, bud. I like to tell people I keep it real because I'm too tired to keep it fake. You know what? This isn't the worst bridge I've ever built. It's not the best. It's definitely not the worst. I don't beat around the bush. I beat myself in the head and with the bat and hope. Well, that's some self-abuse right there. Okay, so I'm thinking. Let me pick up this all this stuff. I'm gonna go staircase like that. And since the other side's flush, I don't need to add that liner. And then I need to go... I'm going to take the nether portal back to my place this time. That'll be quicker to go back and forth with the nether portal for this little bit. What time did Kay say she was having dinner? Is it time-stamped? I don't have a timestamp. Bummer. It was a while ago, right before you showed up. Well, not right before. It was a while before you showed up. See how much quicker that is to get from my base to her base if I take the nether? Sometimes it's about the journey, not the destination. So, I'm sorry, I just showed up. It's fine. Wow, I thought that was going to make a lot more. Back from the ad, okay. Let's put the pink in there. Let's despawn the seeds because I don't need seeds. Is 4 stacks enough? Let's take this. Do I have any? Nope. It's all frog colors. I think that's a good starter spot. Let's leave it at that for now and just see how far we get with that. And then I really need to get a water source closer to my actual base instead of having to run all the way over here. So I don't have any inside of my base. You're gonna have a water source. I've been told I should talk to someone, but I said I do. I guess the voices in my head don't count. Let's take this now. I also want to design this portal to be nicer. This little stretch of the highway. This should be just enough because if we take 6 times 46, does that equal 8 stacks? I don't think it does. We're getting there. Seriously, I got an A on my test and I showed my friends and they didn't seem impressed. Then I noticed it was my depression test. Ooh. That's rough, buddy. Look at that. I don't know about you, but that looks like a bridge to me. I'm not kidding. It was a 90 out of it's a 90 out of 100. Just barely getting that A. You know, they say C's get degrees or something. Okay. Wait, is that how I do it? Or do I want to bring it up to here? I should probably just bring it up to here. There we go. Here we go. I've scored a 27 out of 27 truthfully before. I don't know what that means. Probably stop putting IRL depression stuff in your story. Yeah. Probably. I'm now starting to get what my buddies mean by it's a little awkward because, like, yeah, it's funny, but when you put in a little bit too much reality, then it just becomes, like, kind of sad. You gotta keep it, like, partially faked. I think that's what I was doing wrong. Just keeping it too real with my depression jokes and my sadness. There we go. Okay, so now I need to go over here to see where the other bridge is, to see where they line up. I covered this up without putting torches. What is wrong with me? A blessing for the Lord. Jokes about depression need to be less real. Noted. Exactly. You can have depression and you can make jokes about it, but if you get it a little too honest, that's when it makes it awkward. If I killed that bat there instead of the creeper, and the creeper blew up and killed me, or, well, I guess popped my totem, I'd have been a little upset. Okay, that's deep enough torched that I'm not going to hear any mobs. That is, can I please, hand-eye court. You get off there, there, let me grab that, eat. So, this weather, huh? I know. It starts raining every single time I stream. I should put it back up for adoption. It looks like a lot of the trees that I planted over here haven't grown yet. There's a spooter. See, this is where the other path is, over here. At least Mugi lit up part of this. well, that's a pretty high up spider spawner, I'll be honest. You don't typically find them this high. That whole entire bridge is built out of slabs, by the way. That's why there's no mobs on it. So I need to bring that path over to there. Don't want to just make it go straight up there. Just or don't want it to go diagonally. I think I want it to go diagonally. This should go like straight this way. Can you not? Oh, that's a chance. Any good chance? Nope. We're gonna bring it back one more like this. Iron. Yippee. We're getting somewhere with this, I think. I think the reason why you gotta make sure that when you make self-deprecating humor, you still try and keep it a little bit light and detached from reality, because then people don't know if it's a cry for help or if you're trying to make a joke. I think that's what it is. Maybe. I don't know, dude. I don't pick up social cues very well. I know you said something. I'm currently placing blocks, and then I'll read it. So I've been told that I might have anxiety, but I don't know what they were talking about. Should I be worried? Totally, I should be worried. Yes, see, now that's pretty good. Oh. That might be company for movie night. That might be movie night time, and if so, then I need to get... You hear those dogs? Hey, doggies! I'll eat them. I'll eat that dog. I haven't gotten a text yet. I haven't heard any knocking, but I can't hear knocking over those dogs. I sure hope I'm going to get robbed right now. I'm not being robbed. These dogs are freaking out too much. But... You hear that? I can hear those dogs, bro. I can't hear you. I know. Okay, that's the text. It's movie night time. Okay. I'm gonna let him in real quick. I'll be right back. We're not completely done. Yeah, I'm playing Minecraft. Give me a moment. Come on, buddy. Yippee. Okay. My brain's a little toast. We're reading Matthew 6:25 through 7:14. And then we end the stream. What, movie night? Yeah, we do movie nights on Tuesdays. Therefore, I say to you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or what you will drink, nor about your body, what you will put on. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothing? Look at the birds of the air, for they are neither sow nor reap nor gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not more valuable than they? Which of you can be worried can add 1 cubit to his stature? So why do you worry about clothing? Consider the lilies of the fields, how they grow, neither toil nor spin. And yet I say to you, even Solomon in all of his glory was not arrayed like one of these. Now if God so clothed the grass of the fields, which today is, and tomorrow is thrown into the oven, that's probably Hunter, will he not much more than clothe you, O you of little faith? Therefore, do not worry about saying, what shall we eat? What shall we drink? What shall we wear? For after all of these things the Gentiles seek, for your heavenly Father knows that you need all these things. But seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added to you. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about its own things. Sufficient for the day is its own trouble. Judge not that you will be not judged. Judge not that you will not judge. For with that judgment you judge, you will be judged. And with that measure you use, it will be measured back to you. And why do you look at the speck in your brother's eye, but do not consider the plank in your own? Or how can you say to your mother, let me remove the speck from my eye, and look, a plank is in your own eye? Let me remove the speck from your eye, and look, there's a plank in your own. Hypocrites. First remove the plank from your own eye, then you can see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye. Do not give what is holy to the dogs, nor cast your pearls before the swine, lest they trample them under their feet, and turn and tear you to pieces. This is a lot of reading, isn't it?
Just quite a bit.
Yeah, so the Old Testament's doubled whatever I do with the New Testament. It took 15 minutes. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and it will be open to you. For everyone who asks receives, and he who seeks finds. And to him who knocks, it will be opened. Or one man is there among you who, if his son asks for bread, will give him a stone? Or if he asks for a fish, he will give him a serpent? If you then, being evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father who is in heaven give good things to those who ask him? Therefore, whatever you want men to do to you, do also to them, for this is the law and the prophets. Enter by the narrow gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leads to destruction, and there is many who go by it. Because narrow is the gate and difficult is the way which leads to life, and there are few who find it. We already did Proverbs and Psalms earlier. It's easy to do those in the middle because they're really short. Okay. I think Shingami Queen, thank you for the follow. I think that's the only person that's followed since the last time I streamed on my computer. So thank you, Just a Pig, and thank you, Nora B, for hanging out with me. I stream Monday through Friday at a time. Short Discord, social networks below. I hope you guys enjoy your stay. And if I don't see you guys tomorrow, I hope you have a good afternoon, good evening, good night. Goodbye.